Superfancers. We are doing not only a redo, but we are doing a repurpose of one of our fan favorites. Her name is Dr. Laura Cobb. She sat in our studio, air quote studio, and gave it her all. Her vulnerability was contagious. Her vulnerability blew our minds, and you obsessors agreed with us. I have our favorite guest co-host, Julie Riga. Don't get us confused, but she is here because she is a super fan of Dr. Laura Cobb. Today, we are but we are going to talk about failing brilliantly, like Brene Brown, our idol, says, failing brilliantly and letting go of the illusion of perfectionism. So before we just dive deep with the amazing Laura Cobb, Julie Riga, what's going on? It's good to see you, girl.
Julie, it is so great to be here and even more excited to be speaking to Dr. Laura Cobb about all things authentic. And just to keep in theme with that, I'm just going to remove something from my background because I'm feeling a little bit like the perfectionism is bubbling up inside of me. There's this water bottle here. I had to get rid of it. Okay, guys,
That's just
I'm
an
so
illusion,
happy to be here.
Jules, that's an illusion. A water bottle, nobody cares. Nobody's watching. It's about like your heart. And I mean, I think, not I mean, and I think, and the whatevers and the filler words. But the truth is that we connected with Dr. Laura because of her vulnerability, her ability to share her stories. And she has no ties to perfectionism, but I think she probably did at the very beginning of her life and failing brilliantly. Jules, what do you got to say about that?
Yeah, I think that every failure leads you closer to your purpose and what your true calling is. And I think what happens during failure is that we really have a choice. We have a choice to beat ourselves up about it, allow it to steal our confidence, or we can learn and fail forward into something better. So that is my thought on failure.
Have you ever failed, Jules?
Oh, yes. I mean, we could do a whole show just on my failures, but this show is about Dr. Laura.
We could start a podcast about just failing. Honestly, that would be a great idea, actually. Remember that.
Okay, I'll remember that because I have a lot of failure stories. And really my failures, each failure has brought me to this place in my life. So regardless of how traumatic or easy the failure was, they get easier as you go along. They do because you learn how to fail a little bit more gracefully.
I don't know. I don't know if it gets easier, but you're wiser. There's more resilience. I think the bounce is better.
The bounce is better.
Or quicker, because you're doing the work. And for all of you that are not watching this on YouTube, our esteemed guest, Dr. Laura, is cuddling her little kitten in her hand. And welcome back, Dr. Laura Cobb. This is amazing. And you are I have to tell you, you are a fan favorite. So this is an honor for us.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, I got Carter here. He's my special guy, special needs. So he likes to be cuddled too, because he fails all the time. We could do a show just from this morning. From my failures. I want to fail. At least I know I'm in the game.
There you go.
But thinking of failure is a path to educating ourselves. I'm not going to say normal people, but you're in your practice as a therapist, people don't see failure as a stepping stone to growth.
We put on these shields, we put on these armored shields and make off like we're perfect. And I mean, if Sunday church is a great example. And everybody's looking there to the nines and their Sunday best. Well, when they get home, does that mean it's their Saturday worst or their Monday worst? What goes on when they go home? Nobody knows what goes on. How about, hypothetically, we showed up and we actually allowed ourselves to be seen failing, falling, and then our kids saw us do that. And then, oh my gosh, what if our children didn't look at us as this omnipotent, perfect firefighters, parents, police officers, teachers, librarians, all of these adults who are bigger than them physically and looking up to us. And then they saw us fall. And then maybe before they were to possibly engage in some delinquent or deviant behavior, criminal or illegal behavior, what if before they did it, they said, oh gosh, I don't know if I should do this. I'm going to go talk to someone. And this person's not so fearful. I'm not afraid of this person so much because I saw them fall. Or what if they saw their mom or dad make a mistake and then behaved in a certain way. And then when asked, they said, yeah, I did it, instead of lying. What if we allowed our children to be embarrassed failures as opposed to lying fakes?